Honne will be back in the Philippines next month. The English electronic music duo will be holding not just one, but 3 shows in Manila, Davao and Cebu from May 10 to 14th. The duo of Andy Klotterback and James Hatcher said they're excited to be back in the country after 4 years. They were last here in Manila in 2019. Now I got to speak with Andy and James via Zoom, and they told me more about their last album back in 2021 and how their music evolved throughout the years and how they're preparing for the tour.
We can't wait. Like, Manila is exciting enough, but then to be adding these new places to explore. And yeah, we've heard they're very beautiful places as well.
Yeah.
Lovely nature, great views, beaches and clear water. And
will you be able to do some sightseeing, or is it going to be purely tours and work?
No, we will, yeah.
Yeah, I think there'll be a bit of time to either, explore the local area and
try some food.
Yeah, exactly. We love to do that.
We're quite lucky on the day of the show. Our crew don't get to explore, which is sad for them. But we kind of have the morning up until early afternoon to go and look around and enjoy that time. So, yeah.
Well, I mean, last time you were in Manila was in 2019, and a lot has happened since then. I think at that time you only had 2 albums out, and then, pandemic hits, and then you have a mixtape and an album. A lot has happened for you guys, since then. Tell me a bit about this latest album of yours.
I mean, it came out a few years ago now. It was a great album, can I say that?
Yes.
It was a great album for us because we got to work with lots of different artists, so it's very collaborative, and it's always nice to do that because you learn things and you meet lots of people, and it's just people that we've kind of had on our list that we approached, say, would you work with us? And tell me about this album. How would you best describe it?
Okay, it's kind of our, like you said, we always try to make every album different while still maintaining the the Honne character and warmth.
How do you do that?
It's hard. You just have to experiment. Before we start each album, we experiment a lot and we write lots of different stuff. And then once we've found a sound that we think, okay, this is the production, this is the vibe, then we go back to other songs or write more songs with that kind of feel. So for this album, it was just brighter and more daylight and a bit poppier and more immediate, I think. It was kind of all those things. Whereas the mixtape was very kind of
quirky,
chilled and quirky and just injected with cuteness, I think.
Yeah, different instrumentation. I think the way it still sounds like Honne, regardless of the instruments or sounds that are going on, is the lyrics are, the sentiment is still the same, and it's all about positivity and love, and regardless of what's going on underneath, as long as those lyrics remain similar, then it will still be Honne.
And of course, I mean, the Asians, we totally love you. I mean, there's something about Honne that just creates some sort of happiness for all of your fans.
That's great.
I mean, isn't that incredible, though? I mean, how do you feel about that? I mean, just having all this Asianness.
Yeah, it's one of the best parts of our lives, really, because it's not like we ever planned it. It just happened, and it's been such a blessing because, I mean, one, we love traveling, and we've always loved traveling. And it's partly why we wanted to be in a band in the first place, because we wanted to go to lots of different places and explore. The fact that it's all taken off in Asia and we get to come here go there quite often.
Do you live there now?
Yeah, I live in it. It's just the best thing, and we absolutely love it.
You mentioned something about wanting, with this album, you're able to do whatever you wanted to do. Now, what are the things that you still want to do? I mean, this album was like years ago. It seems so long ago, but for us in the Philippines, we're like, it's all new to us, right?
Yeah.
But what are the things that you still want to do?
I was going to say, it's funny how even since then, I feel like we've moved on so much and we're like, no, I don't want to do that anymore. Let's do this. Like it's, you quickly, very, very quickly, as soon, because it takes so long to write and then so long to release and then promote it and tour it, that by the time you get back in the studio, you're like, oh, I'm past it. I'm really excited for the next thing. So I think we're excited to be here. This is our new studio. We only moved in a month or two ago. So we've got all our toys. We've got a brand new piano, drum kit. We're just excited to have all this like at our disposal and be here, kind of experimenting and having fun with music again.
What kind of music can we expect from Honne here in Manila?
So for the shows, it's going to be, if we can say this, it'll be like Honne's greatest hits. I mean, not that
we've had any hits.
Yeah. Since we've last played there, we've had the two like albums, mixtape and album has been released. So we need to kind of cherry pick the best songs, or what we feel are the best songs that work the best live. It's a real selection. So it's not like we're just going to play new music. We're going to play a mixture of everything.
You've been here more than once. What would you say would be your most fondest memory of the Philippines, or something that you remember the most about the fans or the food? Or
I think it's the same for both of us.
Yeah,
there was this one show at I always struggle to say this, Bonifacio High Street, is it called?
Yes, Bonifacio High Street, that's right.
Yeah, well, I said it right nearly.
Yeah.
And we'd already played another shopping mall that day, so we were really, really tired. It was so hot, and we turned up, and I don't know, like we were kind of like, okay, we need to boost ourselves back up. But as soon as we got back on stage, the audience was so loud and their singing was so incredible and beautiful that it just energized us massively. And like I think we'd say that it's one of our top 5 gigs of all time.
Yeah.
Close to the #1 slot probably. Like it was amazing. And we're hoping that when we come back, we've got our personal choir back again in the form of the people of Manila, Cebu and Davao.
Of course, I mean, I'm sure they all want to sing and perform with you while you're on stage. After your tour here in the Philippines and the other countries that you do have to visit, what are your future plans? Are you already working on your next album?
Yeah. So we're working on the next bit of music, and we're hoping to be able to release some music maybe the middle of this year.
Any sneak peek of what we can expect? I mean, as you mentioned, each album seems to be very different. This album more of the popish. Where are we headed? Where's Honne headed next?
Yeah, it feels like it's heading in a bit more of like a live place. So like you can see, we've got the drums and we've got the piano there. Historically, we've been quite synth heavy and electronic drums. So we're just toying with different things.
Yeah, combining some of these live elements into
and I'd say it's, we've been through a lot over the last few years, so lyrically it's very personal, and
lots to talk about.
Lots to talk about. So it's good. It's nice to gonna be able to share this stuff with everyone.
Well, of course, we look forward. I mean, no matter what Honne puts out, I mean, it always seems to be a fan favorite, whether it's album 1, 2, mixtape, or the 3rd album, or even the 4th album. There's something about Honne that just makes people just continue to love you. We do hope for collaborations, though, with our Filipino talents, and we hope that one day they'll be able to perform with Honne.
Let's do it. I can bring it on.
Yes, thank you so much, Honne, and we wish you all the best. And we look forward to having you in Manila soon in May.
Yeah, we can't wait. Thank you very much.
Thank you.